The fact that we are a strong company in the consumer side and in the commercial side give us the opportunity to bridge those walls as customers will continue to work from home and will want to really be productive working from home. We know, we understand what product we need to design for the home, what products we need to design for the office, and we are blending them in the offerings that you are going to be seeing from us. And this is especially true in personal systems. Analysts will walk you through the plans as we look at the need, how the usage of PCs has changed. If you think about what personal systems, what PCs are used for today, they have become communication tools. This is where we spend most of our time with our PCs. You care about the PC, you care about the keyboard, but you especially care about the camera. You care about the audio that you get. You care about the screens. These are trends that we are going to continue to drive. Security has become even more important than it was 2 years ago. And this is also going to be a key differentiator. And on the print side, I don't want to steal the thunder from George, even if I am the first presenter, which is what usually first presenters do. But I have to tell you that what you are going to see today is the strongest portfolio we have had in the print business in the history. And I used to manage that business, so I understand what it is. And I am a little bit jealous to have to acknowledge that the new team has created a better portfolio than the team I was running. So it's a big confession from my side. The portfolio will be strong, but really also what will help to continue to differentiate us are the services that we're building around them. During the last years, we have seen tremendous growth on the subscription side for consumers, and we're working with many of you to make that happen. We also have grown on the B2B side with managed print services and with us. These two opportunities we are going to be merging to be able to offer a better value proposition as we integrate both in the future. And it's going to be an exciting opportunity for all of us to bring them together to market and to work with all of you in making that possible. And talking about commitments, this is another area where we want to make another commitment, because we know that in the service space, there is always the concern about how much business HP is going to be stealing, how much value is HP going to be leaving to partners. I see some people laughing already. We look at the service space as we look at our traditional space. And we are fully committed to reward our partners based on the value that we will be bringing to our customers. This is how we have worked in the past, and this is how we will continue to work in the future. And we will design the services in ways that you can participate in the definition of the services, in the delivery of the services, so you can be rewarded for the work that you will be providing for our common customers. So I have talked about modernizing the core. Let me briefly talk about adjacencies and what are we doing in that space. We clearly see hybrid work as one of the key opportunities. And this is where the acquisition of Poly, that hopefully we will close in the coming weeks, is going to really help us to accelerate our leadership in that space. I know some of you have already been working with them. For you, some of you, it's going to be new business. The opportunity that this is creating is super exciting. Let me share a few numbers. Our estimate is that in the world, there are around 90 million meeting rooms where people go to get some work done. Only 10% of them are today connected or have video conferencing capabilities, 10%. If you think about a hybrid world, where some people will be in the office, some people will be working from home, there is a very significant need to increase that penetration. And doing that together will create a very significant TAM. And just do some numbers, 90 million rooms, think we can increase it by 20 points, think that these rooms will be renewed every 2 or 3 years, think that the value of each of these rooms could be $2,000, $3,000, you start getting to the billions of dollars of opportunity per year. That's how significant this opportunity is going to be going forward. And in the same way we see an opportunity for peripherals in the hybrid world, there is also an opportunity for peripherals in the gaming space. A few months ago, we bought a company called HyperX. We have now a very strong portfolio of peripherals for gaming. You are going to continue to see us driving innovation in that space, in headsets, cameras, and displays, to continue to drive that and to continue to drive to grow in this opportunity. Now, these are the changes that we're driving in the portfolio, again, to create a more growth-oriented portfolio, but that's not enough. We need to continue to transform how we work. And I mentioned before that one of our clear objectives is to become a more digital company. And when I talk about digital company, I want to be very specific on what will be the value that you will be able to get from that. First of all, by being more digital, we will be able to manage our operations better. And you will hear a lot from Ernest about this later. We need to continue to upgrade our systems, to improve our systems, so we can provide more transparency and visibility of what is the status of the orders or of the products that you're expecting from us. And this is an area where during the last years, we have invested billions of dollars. We are going to continue to invest on that. But one of the great things that we did during COVID is we have now a very strong digital backbone. And we can now build applications on top of that to really fulfill the promise and the commitments that we are making to them. Another important area where we will see improvements driven by that is in our ability to connect with customers, to understand what customers need, and to build and evolve our solutions based on that. Two important areas where by becoming a more digital company, the value of the company and the strength of the company will continue to grow and will continue to expand. And the last area that I want to highlight in terms of changes for the future is sustainability. I mentioned it before. We are totally convinced at HP that sustainability is going to become a key competitive advantage. When we talk to consumers, they want to buy from brands that are doing the right things, that they feel are doing the right thing for the planet. When we talk to business customers, they always ask us now, how are your products, how are your services going to help us to achieve our sustainability goals? It's not theory. All the companies have now signed up for strong sustainability goals, and in every purchase decision they make, they're looking at for this to help them to achieve those goals. And this is why we're taking it so seriously. It's not only because we think it's the right thing to do, it's because this is going to become one of our key competitive advantages. And we're making significant changes in the company to make that real. We are changing how we design our products, what materials we use, what services do we build, where do we have our factories, where do we have our operations, to make sure that we can minimize or change the impact that we have in the planet. A big area of investment with the goal of it becoming a big area of differentiation for us in the future.